Hey, loves. Welcome back to the Purpose Show. Today's episode is going to be transformative for those of you who are running businesses or even thinking about starting one. So, if you have ever wondered why the same issues keep popping up in your business, or why no matter how much strategy you implement, something just feels off, things are not clicking into place, the results you want are not happening, then this is for you. What I have learned is that your business, like everything else in the world, is a mirror, but your business is literally mirroring you. The challenges that we face in our businesses reflect the beliefs, the fears, and the experiences that we are carrying in our personal lives and carrying in our energy. So when you start to see this, it becomes a very powerful tool for growth, not just in your business, but in your entire life. And also, this is the perfect opportunity for me to make a big announcement. This will be the last business focused episode on the Purpose Show ever. After, gosh, we've been podcasting here since on this specific show since January 2018. And then I believe we started bringing in business episodes episode 6 was a business episode. So that's a long time. But I am excited to announce that I am moving all of my business talk, all of my free business coaching to a brand new podcast called Business Energetics with Ali Casaza. And it launches tomorrow. But don't worry, I will tell you more about that later on in the episode. Plus, I am giving away some free one-on-one coaching, an hour call with me to support the launch. So more on that in a moment. But let's get into our last business episode on the Purpose Show before we launch something new. Okay, so I want you to think of your business right now. Switch gears. Think of your business as a living entity. It responds to the energy around it and the energy you bring to it because you are its mother. You brought it to life. Even if you have a business that was started by someone else and passed down to you, you are still the mother mothering it. You are still the one in charge of it. Okay. Your mindset, your beliefs, your past experiences, your ancestral trauma, all of this is shaping how your business responds and operates. It's amazing, honestly. When things are not going well, whether it's revenue, growth, team dynamics, it is often a signal that there is something happening internally that needs attention. When I had some really hard shit going on with my team, it was a direct reflection of my belief about women, about my belief about myself, and the totally shit time that I was in, that I was not communicating. I was not treating myself with respect. I was pushing myself and making myself fake it and be a good leader. And I was not able to be. I was not okay. And so I actually, ironically, became a really shitty leader during a specific event for my team. And it blew up in my face. And I technically manifested something that I really wanted to have happen in my business, but I wasn't taking care of it because I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I didn't want to let anyone go. And I really wanted to just take care of everyone but myself. And I ended up it all blew up in my face. And I ended up having the result that I wanted, but it happened in a way that I did not want at all. And so that was a direct reflection of all of that stuff going on inside of me. Okay. When revenue is dipping in my business, it is I think of it as flow. Okay. So if money is not flowing in my business, I literally just said this to my man this morning. Money not flowing in my business means that there is a lack of flow somewhere in me toward my business. And 95% of the time, that flow is blocked in something that ultimately leads to money for me. And so every single time it is a mirror. So your business will never, ever outgrow the person you are becoming. Your business is always going to reflect who you are and who you are becoming. It's going to want to evolve with you. it is never going to not reflect you, and it is never going to not call you up to your next level. And that is why entrepreneurs tend to be these badasses with all of this like self-discipline and this structure they create, these habits and routines, because their businesses call them up to a higher level more than an average job. Okay? So let's get into like common reflections that we see. Okay. Um, One of the most common business struggles people face is around money. So whether it's revenue, like plateauing, really inconsistent income, like the feast or famine cycle, or even just undercharging for your products and services. But often these money struggles are directly reflecting personal beliefs around worthiness and abundance. Okay. So I shared before, like I just shared a minute ago too, like I'm giving personal examples, but let's get a little bit more detailed. I have been through this many, many times in my business where I realized that I was hesitant to raise my prices or charge what I really wanted to charge, because deep down, I just didn't believe that I deserved it. And more than that, I didn't believe people would pay it. I had a limiting belief. So remember, a limiting belief is literally anything you believe about yourself, other people, the way the world works, that limits you instead of expanding you and making you feel pulled forward and abundant. It limits you, puts a limit on you in some way. Okay. So I had a limiting belief that people in my niche wouldn't pay these prices. Okay. I wanted to charge $10,000 for my VIP days. That was what I really wanted to do. And then years ago, way before that, I wanted to charge $300 for my course, one of my courses. And it was just like, oh my God, that's so high. And then I got the balls to do it, and nobody bought it. And they didn't buy it until I reframed my belief around it. Okay. So I want to encourage you, reflect on where, if you're having money struggles in your business, reflect on where you are limiting yourself, both in business and life, when it comes to money. Because your business is a direct reflection of you and you are affected by your life, the reflection may not be directly in your business, like 90% of the time it is, but it may be in your life. It may be coming from somewhere else, and it's just leaking into your business because you are the mother of your business and things affect it. Ask yourself this, where in my life am I not fully embracing abundance? And how is that showing up in my business? Trust your intuition to bring the answers up for you, or call me, hook up with me, and let's do a consultation. Okay. All right. Number 2, leadership challenges. I have struggled with leadership. I still do. I'll be honest with you. I just naturally am not a good leader. In terms of like people that I hire, I struggle to people please and want to be perceived as really kind, really nice. I don't want to be like the bitchy boss, or the one that, is a certain way on social media, and then you work for her and like she's awful or like whatever. And so I have perceived that being firm and speaking what I want and giving clear directions to my team is really pushy, really bitchy. It's too much. And you know what the another just fucking ironic thing is, as because of what happened, a couple years back when I was going through all the trauma, I had experienced the trigger warning. I had experienced my rape, and I was divorced from Brian and hadn't told anybody. I hadn't told a soul. And I was burying all these things and really afraid of what people would think about me. And I had all this trauma. It was so hard. In that place, I was trying so hard to be a good leader and be perceived as a good leader, and I was a bad leader in that moment. And it made me realize, actually, I've been very weak in the area of leadership, because by not giving clear directions, my team doesn't know exactly what I want. They don't have direction exactly what to do. So I was being a bad leader in the first place. So every time I try to be a good leader by not doing what's good for me, I end up being a bad leader. So the best thing I can do as a leader is to take care of myself and speak clearly. So I've really been working on that over the past couple of years, and I've definitely gotten much better. So if you're struggling with, team management, or finding it hard to delegate, and you just feel like you have to do everything yourself, it's just better that way. It is usually tied to personal control issues, or people pleasing, or trust. Okay. So like I said, my personal experience like shows where that connection was. But I want to ask you to reflect, if this is your area of challenge, where in your personal life do you feel the need to control everything? What is the root issue of this problem in terms of your leadership? So for me, it was like people pleasing or like not taking care of myself, both. So where in my life am I suppressing myself? Well, talking about my new change in my marriage, talking about the assault I experienced. I literally, at this team thing I was at where I was such a bad leader and just like everything blew up in my face. I was wearing like turtleneck sweaters. Thankfully, it was winter, and we were out of state. Because I was hiding the massive bruising, a dark black and blue bruising all over my chest. And then I had accidentally brought some pajamas that buttoned up and had like a V-neck, and I literally put tons and tons of concealer on my chest so that nobody would see it under my pajamas if I bent over or moved a certain way. And when I woke up in the morning, or if somebody came in when I was sleeping, I was terrified they would like see the marks all over me. Literally, this is a group of women that I worked with for years, and all I had to do was start crying and talk to them, and they would have been there for me. But they didn't know because I wasn't communicating, because I was trying to be perfect and trying to be strong, and I was not able to be what I needed to be. So what is the root issue, and how is that being reflected in your business, and where is that reflection coming from? Where are you people pleasing in other areas? Why are you people pleasing? Where's the root of that, and how can we deprogram that and reprogram in confidence? If you feel the need to control everything, where are you being super controlling in your life? You need to get that shit out of the way because it's affecting your business. Make sense? The other reflection I want to talk about that's super common is consistency issues. Inconsistency in business is caused by inconsistency in our personal discipline or our self belief. So, if you are constantly stopping and starting or procrastinating on tasks you know are important, it's super likely that your beliefs around whether you can actually succeed are very shaky. So for example, I've noticed that when I'm not showing up consistently in my personal practices, like if I go through a phase where like wasn't doing my morning routine, or I skip the gym for, more than a few days, it bleeds into how I show up for my business. It just does. Your physical wellness, your mental wellness, your emotional wellness, and your spiritual wellness will show up in your business, and you can't hide that shit. Not from other people and not from yourself for sure. Discipline and belief go hand in hand. So the ask here is, ask yourself, where in my personal life am I being inconsistent? And how does this affect my ability to follow through in my business? Where is there inconsistency personally that's reflecting into the business? And I'm going to fix both. I'm going to just become a consistent person. Go back to the whole becoming her model, go back to the method, go back to the daily ritual, and really program in that I am consistent, and then show up for yourself. The beautiful thing about realizing, like really realizing that your business is a mirror, is that once you identify what's being reflected, you can start to shift it. It's so empowering. When you work on healing the root cause of these beliefs, whether that's through journaling, therapy, energy work, reprogramming your subconscious mind work, you'll see tangible results in your business. You'll literally see things change, and it will often be almost overnight. It's very quick because it is a reflection. Takes a little bit of linear time to see the reflection show up, but it's often very fast. So I want to encourage you, grab your journal. Maybe you do a visualization practice where you imagine your business thriving and really going the way you want and seeing the results that you really want. And then ask yourself, what in me needs to shift for this to happen? Okay. Okay. So let's shift a bit. As much as I love talking about life and business and blending everything together, so fun, so beautiful. Here on the Purpose Show, it's part of my evolving, part of my big like pivot over the last year or so. I've just been working behind the scenes to split things up a bit more organized. I really see my business as like the overarching, like Ali Casasa brand is split into two paths: the lifestyle mindset path, and then the business and the business energetics and money path. And so I've been working behind the scenes on something new that is going to give me the space to just get way deeper into the energy, mindset, and strategies behind running a successful, aligned business. And so Business Energetics, the podcast that's launching tomorrow. Business Energetics is going to be me talking about everything from the inner work as it relates to business to the practical strategies. I always say that energetics are responsible for at least 80% of your success, and the other 20% ish is strategy. So, how do you align your business with your energy? How do you manifest success in your business? How do you grow a business that's in total harmony with the life and money flow you want to create? So if you have enjoyed the business content on the Purpose Show, you are going to be obsessed with business energetics. So it is everywhere that you listen to your favorite podcasts, wherever you're listening right now, you can find it there as well. I will also be uploading videos to YouTube for you. Same YouTube channel. So to celebrate the launch of Business Energetics, I'm doing an exclusive giveaway for you guys only. So here's how you can enter. Number one, subscribe to the podcast. So go find Business Energetics right now. You can find it right now. Subscribe to the podcast, leave a review on it, and then share the review on Instagram stories and tag me. That's it. Everyone that does that, I'm putting all your names in a randomizer online, and I'm giving away to one person a free 1 hour, one-to-one coaching call with me, all about your business, about whatever you want. Okay. I can't wait for this. I'm so excited. And before we go, I just want to leave you with a final thought and an exercise. Take a moment today to reflect on one big challenge that you're facing in your business and get really clear with what it is. Like, write it down, because we know cognitively when we write things down, it makes us get clear. And then ask yourself, what personal belief or experience could be fueling this problem? And sit with that for a bit. Just see what comes up. The more we understand the connection between our inner world and our business, the more empowered we become to create lasting change and really begin to align our business with the results we want to see and the business we're meant to run, because you're not meant to struggle. It is not supposed to be hard. It does not need to be. That struggle is not a requirement. It's a choice that you're unconsciously making. So let's undo that. And remember, your business is not just something that's like separate from you. It is an extension of you. When you grow, your business grows. And I've seen this time and time again, not just in my own life, but in the lives of my clients and the CEO Club members. So I hope this episode helps you see the mirror in your own life and business. Let's wrap up the last business-focused episode of the Purpose Show ever and celebrate the fresh start we have on the Business Energetics podcast. I would love for you to join me over there. Go subscribe so you don't forget, and just think of me as the Purpose Show 1, and you get alerts that there's a new business episode. And don't forget to go leave a review over there, take a screenshot, post it on your story on Instagram, tag me in it, and enter the giveaway for a free one-on-one coaching call for an hour with me. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey and just continuing to support and share my work. I love you. Until next time, keep growing, reflecting, and trust the mirror of your business. It is always here to guide you. I love you all so much.